Hey, what's up guys? My name is Mia LJ and I am from New York. My favorite part of being in Seattle right now is definitely getting to enjoy and embrace the nature. A lot more fresh air than New York City thanks to all the trees and the beautiful view of Mount Rainier and all the mountains and the water. My biggest muse in music currently is definitely love, specifically unconditional love and the different archetypes and navigating and understanding what unconditional love truly is in the physical and beyond. Within my music, a lot of my writing is based on my experiences with unconditional love, whether it be a family member, a lover, a pet. She's so beautiful. And that's really the driving force behind all the music, my unconditional love for music itself and my passion to create and to uplift myself and others simultaneously through this music driven by love. The pandemic has affected my creative process in really positive ways, ironically. Ironically, I have connected with more musicians, producers, engineers, artists in general, studios during this pandemic than I ever have in my entire life. I've definitely created more music that meets my standard for release during this pandemic as well, just having this time in isolation as well to really look within and to find a clear way to articulate myself through sound. So over the pandemic, one of the first sessions I took on was with Paak for a week in LA, and it was my first week ever in Los Angeles, or my first time ever in Los Angeles. Definitely a dream come true. And my experience was absolutely humbling. I expected to, honestly, what we say in New York, I expected to be tweaking. You know, I expected to be like uncomfortable and starstruck, but thanks to spending 8 months in isolation before I took on any sessions during the lockdown, I was very grounded and the creative process was incredibly enlightening. Anderson definitely opened up my mind and my heart when it came to connecting with my fellow musicians, writers, engineers, and producers, and being more open to collaborating and jamming and creating spontaneously in the moment. So my brand new single, Home, which is the debut single from my debut Solfeggio Frequency album, is inspired by an out-of-body experience I had in February of 2020. And this was maybe October, November, December, January, February, 5 months into me putting myself in isolation. Before the lockdown happened, it was honestly just following the guidance of my spirit. And I was meditating every single day. I was practicing vegan eating, of course, and yoga every single day, and working a lot on healing within when it came to my inner child, my shadow, karmic cycles, breaking free of those, and also mastering the self. So that's what Home is heavily inspired by, just projecting out of my body one night. Holly was there to guide me and bring me back a couple times. And it was all driven by the natural release of DMT within my brain. So I'm currently gearing up to release my debut album, debut Solfeggio Frequency album. It's called Synergy. And I chose that name because one, I kept seeing that word and it resonated with me most during the time of creation of production, where I was collaborating with so many incredible artists, musicians, engineers, and producers. And synergy is ultimately the magic of unity and connection and the power of two or more being greater than one always. So I connected with Lace this past summer. During the 4th of July, we played an event called Ill Vibes together. It was absolutely beautiful, fun, and I'm a really big fan since I was a kid of KEXP. Their audio and visual work as a radio programming station is incredible, and I've always wanted to do a big live performance in studio with them. So to be partnering with Lace on this event here at Columbia Tower Club with the collective is an absolute honor, and I'm so grateful and humbled to present a beautiful performance with him involved. I absolutely love the music he spins. He mostly focuses on Afro beats at the moment, and up-and-coming artists, whether you've heard of them or not, it's always going to be the best music you'll hear. So the real driving purpose of my album and all of the projects that I'm currently working on is driven by shedding light upon solfeggio frequencies and energy healing more generally, in connection to sacred geometry, numerology, meditation, yoga, and really focusing on the fact that what we put into our lives is what we get out of our lives. Another driving purpose behind the album is to shed light upon, this just comes to my mind and it wants to be shared, is the warrior spirit, and that we all go through trials and tribulations and challenges and pain. We all experience pain and suffering, but we are shifting as a collective. And it's important for me to emphasize where we're shifting and help the collective shift in a positive direction to heal and ascend together. Yeah, from all the pain and suffering that we've all experienced universally, globally, and to really be the difference, to change the direction we're headed, and to uplift myself and others simultaneously. So 2020 was very enlightening in the sense of connection. I connected with more people universally, globally, and beyond people, just all of these different life forms and souls. And I am definitely taking that with me into my future and into my present, the power of connection and the power of a network and the power of unity. Thank you so much to Glass Factory, Columbia Tower Club, and the collective for having me. Big shout out to Mr. Rose for having me here. It is truly a present to be here. And I'm really grateful and honored and humbled to present a beautiful, beautiful show tomorrow, Saturday, September 25th here in Seattle. And I'm really excited and grateful for everyone's support and love, gearing up to the release of my debut single, Home, and my debut album, Synergy. Thank you so much.